Hi everyone and Happy New Year. So for the new year we do have a new Stampin' Up! Catalog, a new mini catalog for January to June 2021. Sadly, many of you, if none, maybe none of you, have received this. It seems like there's some sort of holdup. I'm told they were mailed out December 9th, but few, if any, have received them. It's not just here, it's nationwide. So what I can do for you is show you some of the products that I was able to get early. Now, purchasing from this catalog is available January 4th. And on January 4th, I can make available to you an online version, and I will call Stampin' Up! And see that they resend the catalogs to you all, since you haven't yet received them, or many of you haven't yet received them. So since I can't show you the inside of the catalog, I can indeed show you some of what I have been able to get from them, and I'll share with you our cards to go for January. So let's take a look. So this is what you're eagerly awaiting in your mail. This is the January to June mini catalog. Has lots of fun products and ideas in it. And remember that this also is the period of celebration. Celebration will go from January 5th to the end of February. What celebration means is that for every $50 you purchase from Stampin' Up!, not just out of this catalog, but either out of their annual catalog or off the clearance rack or wherever, you can get some products from this catalog as well. And these products include stamps and papers and all sorts of goodies. So these are the catalogs. Now let me share with you some of the items that I've been able to get ahead of time and some of the projects that we'll be making in the next month. So let's put those aside. And let's take a look at the stamp sets. This is called a Cut Above, and I actually thought I might use this one for Father's Day. It does have a Father's Day saying, and it shows, a nice picture of a guy relaxing in a hammock. So I thought I might use this for Father's Day and color up some of these pictures, because you know I love to color. Another stamp set, and of course I've repackaged them. I find it more convenient to store them in the little envelopes. But this is Hydrangea Haven. I love hydrangeas, and there's a lot of good verses here that I really like and I think I can use. So really pretty hydrangea images. It does come with dies, and I can't wait to get started on these. It also has some coordinating paper. Now there's really, really pretty paper with this set. And of course it's double-sided. And I know one of the frustrations of the catalog is that you can't really see the paper in person and see, because that side is absolutely lovely. It's all pretty, but I do love hydrangeas. On the other side, usually I find that I have a preference of one side over the other. And well, that's really pretty. You could use these on cards, or you just might use this part for a background. And it's the last sheet in the paper. So I look forward to using that. Let's see what else we have here. This is the set they've put out for Valentine's Day, or one of them. So I don't make very many Valentine's Day cards, but if I would like to, I have something to make them with. Now I really thought this was pretty. I enjoy making cards with windows, so this has stamps of windows and all sorts of things that might be associated with windows, as well as dies to cut out the windows. So looking forward to trying that one out. Now this one, didn't really know what I would do with it, but thought I would give it a try. This is called Enjoy the Moment, and I actually had to make a cheat sheet of what everything is. So I have what each of these seed pods are, whether they're sweet gum or poppy seeds or maple tree. Now that one I recognize. So I stamped myself a little cheat sheet for that. And since I wasn't real familiar with what all those were, I decided to go ahead and try to make a card with it. And I paired it with these stitched dies. They're called Stitched with Whimsy dies. They don't actually cut the paper. They just put this really pretty stitched edge around it. So I cut the paper to this size, and then I ran the die through and made this. Did I put something? I haven't finished this one yet. I haven't even put something in the inside. So that's how new this one is to me. So now, something that you can get out of the Celebration catalog, a touch of ink, which is a hummingbird and some flowers and butterflies and some pretty good sayings. Excuse me. And this one is free with a $50 purchase. And another one that is free in the Celebration catalog is these sentiments, Healing Your Heart. So those two were free. And now, moving on to the ones that we'll be using for our cards to go. I will primarily be using these Garden Wishes. Now, this comes in a suite with Dragonfly Garden. So these two stamp sets are in a suite, and they feature, and I have got this paper all cut up, and it is being used and in preparation for making our cards to go. But there's lots of pretty colors here. So it also comes with these dies, and there is a punch for the dragonfly. So let's go and see what cards we'll be making. Now, I have two versions of this card. And actually, for the sake of supplies, since I don't have enough of these little bug supplies to do very many cards to go, because these are the little bugs that I've put on the card here, what I've done instead was just put this little dragonfly. And this will actually be our card to go instead of the bugs. Okay, so we have the dragonfly. We've got some background stamping going on, and then the dandelion die cut with this die cut, layered with this die cut, layered with this die cut, and a little pretty shiny thing on top. So that will be one of them. We also have the dandelion. And we see we've got the pretty paper. We've got the linen trim, which I didn't show you, but we've got this linen trim. I don't know if you can see that very well. It looks a little dark. Just tied around. And I do have it finished. Now remember, I'm going to give you in the cards to go all of the paper supplies already cut, even the trim, and the bow is even tied. I already have that done. And you can either purchase the stamp set or you can use something you already have. And this is one of our cards to go. And in this particular set, I've used a new product. You know, we've created these effects here. This is just ink with sponges. Now we could use a cut up sponge like this, or we could use some daubers. But what Stampin' Up! Has given us now is these really nice blending brushes. And you can see this is what I've used. Just take this and rub this on the paper. Just dab, dab, dab it in the ink. And you might dab it off a little bit and rub it on the paper. and dab, 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 and rub it on the paper. And same here with the blue, and I've made 3 colors and just created this effect. And instead of having to color it, then I have the color on my image, and then I've just stamped the image in just the one color, the Early Espresso. So, and this one has an inside. Remember, all of mine are finished inside. You get the outside and you get the inside. So, and our last card of our cards to go is again dry embossed, and these are the Forever Greenery little embossing folders. Again, using the pretty paper and the bees from the stamp set of Dragonfly. Oops, not that one. Sorry, not that one. This one, Garden Wishes. So for the most part, these cards are made using the Garden Wishes stamp set, all except for that dragonfly. And again, the inside is finished. So those are our cards to go. And if you're interested in those, just let me know, and I will get you a set of those. So this is what you're waiting for in the mail. And in the meantime, if you don't get them soon, or even if you do, I will be sure you all have an online copy of those, or access to a link that shows an online copy, so you can browse online until you get yours. So that's our cards to go for January, and I'll be sending you details about the cards to go. And I hope you all get your catalogs soon. But if you have any questions, or you just want to talk card making or crafting, you know where to find me. Give me a yell. Have a good day. Bye, all.